Hi, I'm Jeremy Peterson with Vesta Real Estate here in Ogden, and today we're going to talk about what to look for in a home when you're purchasing it. With so many homes being flipped on today's market, it's more important than ever for buyers to do their inspections and take note of some of the details. Here we are on Wildcat Lane here in Ogden. We're up above Weber State University. The owner of this property recently acquired it from a real estate investor and agent in Salt Lake City who flipped this home. They made some renovations and then sold it to the current owner. The current owner has asked us to manage the property for them, and so we're getting the home ready to rent, and we're going to take a look at some of the things we found in getting it ready. The first thing you'll notice is it's got this very nice wood exterior. It's stained nicely. But when you come up and take a closer look, you'll notice that it's really a thin veneer, and behind it is just OSB board that is exposed to the elements. So this is not an exterior grade product, and it's on a south facing wall, which is going to get a lot of sun. And we have this board here, which is not waterproofed or protected against the elements, which will warp and expand and cause problems in short order. So we're taking a look at that. Now if we come over here and look at the window well, in the MLS photo there was a nice deck in front of the house, but you notice now that that's been pulled off, and you take a look at the board underneath that window, it's protruding out a little bit, and things here seem to be not plumb. They're not quite level. So let's go inside and we'll show you what's happening here. So the owner of this property, when he purchased it, noticed that there were some things wrong when they pulled the deck off, and they pulled the paneling off these studs to show this lateral foundation crack. If you come over here and take a look, you can see how much space this wall has actually shifted, or how much it's actually moved. You've got several inches of movement there. So this is going to require some foundation repair, and we're working with the owner currently to get that done. So here we are in the basement, and what you've just seen is some contemporary looking flooring. It could be laminate, it could be engineered hardwood. It looks nice, but if you take a closer look at it, and you can come see over here, what it actually is just a thin sticky tile placed over ceramic tiles. So you don't always know what's being covered up in a home. So here we are in the kitchen. It's got nice marble style countertops, and looks like it's got some fresh faces on the cabinets. The electrical looks like it's new too, until we try to use a switch here, and the only way we can turn the lights off is this way. So again, it's really important to get your electrical inspected. This looks like a perfectly functioning electrical system in the bathroom. The fan's running, the lights are on. Until you go over here to the master bedroom. Oops. So the investors that were flipping this home decided that they wanted the wood window look without actually having to pay for the wood windows. And so they got vinyl windows, and then they put a gel stain all over it to give it this look. So the question is, how does that last when you start putting cleaners on it? So here we are on the back deck, and this is one of the best parts of the home. It's got a great view of the city. It's a major asset for the home. Unfortunately, it's built out of the wrong materials. If you look at this wood, it's been stained. It looks like redwood, but closer inspection reveals that it's actually pine, which means that this deck is in danger of rotting and falling apart very quickly with Utah's rough weather. So the deck will need to be rebuilt, and before it's rebuilt, it'll be protected until we get to a point where it'll be dismantled and put back together again. So when it comes to reinforcing a deck, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. Again, they used interior grade wood for an exterior grade project. This is pine, just made to look like a redwood that's supporting these posts. So all this is going to need to be protected and put back together at some point. Another thing we want to look at are these exterior windows. They've got a fresh coat of paint on them. They look like they're trimmed out, but what this material is MDF. This is just interior grade casing that in the sun and the rain will just weather and swell and ruin. So one of the nastiest surprises in this home was the sewer line. After the buyer had come in and was here for about a day, they discovered that there was a massive sewer backup in the basement in one of the bedrooms. And they decided to get their sewer line scoped, and they discovered that their sewer line, which is made out of a 1970s style concrete system, had snapped, and the pipes had actually shifted so that nothing could go through the pipes. Well, we had somebody come and excavate the yard and replace that bad portion of pipe, only for us to discover after the repair that there's another section of pipe broken underneath the floor inside the basement. So we need to get to that and get that fixed before this house will be operational. Well, thank you for taking some time today to watch this video. I hope you learned a couple things. If you're in the Ogden market looking for a home, give me a call and I'll be glad to show you the ropes so we can avoid some of these common pitfalls. Thank you.